Hello everybody and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Welcome back everybody. Welcome back, it's episode 4. Now I've already recorded this video before. You may notice that I've increased in money and level, I think, since the last episode. But the last episode I actually recorded completely failed for some reason. Well, no, I know the reason. It's because I changed the graphic settings in the middle of the game. So we carried on recording, but it only recorded like a jittery screen of the settings bar because it didn't record after the settings changed, so it kind of just recorded the whole video was just the settings page frozen, so it didn't really work. So yeah, we're gonna have to do this one again, and that is okay. I am happy to do this one again. This was meant to come out on Monday, which is why it's coming out on Thursday. It's a mess. I was meant to be recording everything and whatnot. Looks like we are still in Britain. Wow. Let's go and get a job from Felixstowe and let's venture into Europe. This is where I went last time. I'm pretty sure in the job I just did, I went to Felixstowe, which was a good idea. it was a good idea. That's something that probably is a good idea. Right? Scania. Do I want to go to Scania or DAF? It doesn't even pay that much more. Or do I want to go in Mercedes? I don't know. I've been driving a Mercedes recently, so I haven't driven DAF in a while. Let's go DAF. I have a certain dislike towards DAFs or DAFs. I don't know what people call them. I have a certain dislike towards them. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I think in terms of being able to drive whatever truck I get given, sort of thing in the game, it is good to try out a wider range of different trucks. Probably. Makes sense. Anyway, is there a... Yes, there is. There is a... I was going to ask if there was a GPS. It looks like there is. This is the interior of the truck. It is... Yeah, I don't hate it. There's just something about it which I'm like, yes. Great. It's not amazing. However, it does pull quite well. That's a quite good... you know, taking deliveries and taking trailers does pull off quite well, especially if it's got a good engine. And the mirrors are kind of bulgy, so you actually do see clearer through these mirrors. And apparently there is nothing coming. Wow, except there is now. Never mind. Oh, and we're also driving in Britain, so we are not on we're on the different side of the thing. Also, they have 3 windscreen wipers, which I always notice, and I'm always just very confused by it. I never really knew that would be a thing, but you know, whatever. Why not? Okay. Seems like my volume's down really low as well. I don't know a way to turn that up really, because it's one of the volume settings. I don't want the video to mess up. See if it's the sound setting here. Let's see if there's an audio setting where we can turn up. No, it's already on the full. Alright, well, I can probably turn it up in my video editor anyway. Alright, cool. There's so many roundabouts. There's apparently people in the US. You guys don't have roundabouts. To be honest, I've now noticed that whilst playing ATS, but I didn't know that before. I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea. So when you have the whole turn right on a red thing, it's actually more applicable because you just have so many traffic lights. Because you have no roundabouts. Although we do have traffic lights on roundabouts. So, and then again, I guess that's the thing. I don't know. I have a feeling that's one of those things that would really confuse people if they come to Britain, where they're like on a roundabout, which they're new to, and then suddenly there's like a traffic light, and then you're like, whoa, too much. What do I do? Yeah. Okay, it's still 30 here. Great. I'm gonna actually try and get in there. It's a bit of a scumbag move. Never mind. Alright. So slow. I'd have to go. Oh, there you go. It's coming to the end of it now. I was gonna say it's going very slow along those roads. But we're finally entering back into Europe soon, which is going to be interesting. Haven't been into Europe for well, on this profile I've never been into Europe, and in my other profile I am in Europe right now. I was in Britain for a little bit, so actually I haven't been in Europe on the game, I guess, as much as I normally am, because I do play this game quite a lot in my spare time, as you probably will have guessed with my knowledge of the game and the amount of hours I have, which is a lot. It's a lot. But then I had the game for quite a long time as well, so that's an excuse. I don't know. Right. There you go. Turns out, so last time I turned the scaling back on. So, scaling up to 100, no, 600, 700, I don't know. I turned it up. I turned the scaling up quite a lot. And that seemed to help a lot, which is what the idea was. Basically means that you can kind of see the dials a bit clearer, even though they don't seem particularly clear right now. You can see them quicker, and also there's barely any options. I don't even know what that one is. Fuel? Looks like something like of the first of the Phantom Menace when they're doing the pod racing. Looks like one of the controls that Anakin uses. That's so weird. Really wish I didn't know this film too well. Oh dear. Anyway, oh, we're not turning off yet, so we're gonna have to go here. There's the introduction of police vehicles in ETS2 that I also noticed, but I didn't realize it was a proper update. They had an update while I was not playing the game for a little bit, I think. They had an update, and it added police vehicles. I had no idea. And just one day I turned on a bunch of police vehicles. I was like, ah, AI. And then I realized that it was an actual thing they introduced, because obviously that's a pretty good thing. I mean, they have it in ATS. Why not in ETS? So that's what they did. And it's very cool. The only problem I have with it is they do catch you out for speeding, so if you are speeding without a speed camera, then there you go. But I mean, that's not a problem, I guess. It just, if you got traffic offences on, I guess it just makes you not speed. I don't know. It makes you more aware or something? Possibly. I don't know. Anyway. Hopefully, this journey is not super long. We're going to Rotterdam, I think. I said before this truck pulls quite well. It does. It's just not as amazing as I remembered it. I thought it was a lot better than this. I feel like there have been bad trucks coming along more recently, and I need to slow down because it's going to push me down to 50, isn't it? You know, we barely have I don't think we have signs for 60 miles per hour. I think it's national speed limit signs more than 50 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour signs, because the national speed limit is 60. So, oh no, I'm going 50 already. Why did I slow down? Probably because when it says go 50 for cars, I need to go even slower, but whatever. I'm just gonna... do this. Oh, now we all need to slow down. Okay. So for those of you who don't know how roundabouts work, if you're going straight ahead, you do not indicate. Hello. Okay, everybody else goes. You give way to the right. And then you stop giving way to them because there are too many cars. And you wait because there's probably another car coming around and it's blocked by my mirror, so I can't even see. Then you go. You get into left-hand lane normally. You indicate after the turning for that one. And you go in like that. That is how it works. That is how you do it. And I don't even learn how to drive. I just know these things. Because I'm weird. Okay, right. been around these roads so many times. I know how to take everything around here. I've done this many a time. Wow. I need to get some new maps. I was saying I keep thinking the last episode, but the episode you never saw, that I want to get some new DLCs. There's the France and Scandinavian DLC that I do not even own, which I really need to own. So I think I'm going to get them. They're on sale in the summer sale right now. So definitely looking probably to buy them at some point. It's probably the thing to do, because it probably makes sense if I had them. Oh, I just turned the wipers on. I don't even know what button I used. I don't even know what button I used. I don't even know how I turned them on. Just turn off. Okay, they turned off now. I was confused then. Is cars coming? I cannot see because of that metal railing there. Okay, right, now we're in Europe, so we want to drive on the right, like I have been doing. Sometimes I don't come out. Sometimes I come out of there, and I'm like, what am I doing? And I go on the wrong side of the road, and I realize, and yeah. And then when playing ETS2 multiplayer, you notice other people do that, and you get really annoyed about it, even though it's kind of hypocritical because you do it as well. But there was this one time this guy shouted at me like, "Are you on the wrong side of the road?" And I was like, "No, you are. I've been driving in Europe for the past ages. You've been in Britain. You are on the wrong side of the road." And guy goes, "Oh, I guess I was wrong then." I'm like, "Yeah, you were wrong." Anyway. Cabin is so tall in this. It's pretty cool. I'm quite a fan, in a way. I'm a fan and not a fan of DAF trucks. I'm like, yeah, they're cool, and I'm like, I don't like them. So, I don't really think they're as good looking as Scanias or Mercedes or anything. But they're quite nice. They're quite nice. They're not terrible. I mean, they're not great, but they're not terrible. There you go. Right. Just managed to get that then. Okay, so we need to go there. How are we going to do this one? Probably go this way. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I don't know why I put the handbrake on then. I think I'm going to do a full turn and do this. Like this. And block the whole road. That sounds about right. You honestly go there. Okay. It's not that bad. Okay, right, let's just go. We can get this over and done with quickly. Makes my life easier if I can just swoop into the middle of the road. If there's a bunch of traffic there, you have to do it differently, but if you do it this way, it can be pretty easy. And you can get it all lined up there. There you go. Look at us glide in. And we stop. Okay. Nice work. Okay, and that's that then. We drop off the trailer and we're done. Cool. that was a good job, actually. We have now ventured into Europe, and we got no damage and 2,316 euros. We're now level 2. Experience points. We have now got 1,066, so 1,400 to get to the next level. And we went 80 miles. It took us 10 hours and 1 minute, and then it took us actually 15 minutes-ish to do it in the game. And the fuel consumed was 58.1 liters. Okay, that will be it. I just read out all the numbers, just in case you're interested. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode. If you haven't enjoyed this one, leave a like, and if you really have enjoyed it and would like to see more of it, then guys, you can subscribe to it by subscribing to this channel. There's loads of content on the YouTubes, on my channels. I don't know the channels, I don't have two, and I do technically Gamer Podcast. That is always linked at the end screen at the bottom, at the end, if that works and if I did it properly. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye guys.